Hello, NollyTalks viewers. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into the latest 2026 Yoruba movie, ALEJO. This is a beautiful mix of romance, emotional struggle, friendship, and personal growth. It is the kind of movie that starts soft and relatable, but gradually pulls you into deep emotional territory. Let's get into it. At the beginning of the movie, we are introduced to Lara, a young woman trying to navigate life, love, and her own inner battles. Lara is not your typical carefree character. She is guided, emotional, and clearly carrying a lot on her shoulders. You can tell from the way she talks and reacts that she has been through things that made her build walls around her heart. Then comes the romantic angle. A man shows interest in her. He is persistent, calm, and genuinely cares about her, but Lara doesn't open up easily. She pushes him away, not because she doesn't feel anything, but because she's afraid. Afraid of being hurt, afraid of trusting again, afraid of making the wrong decision. This creates one of the strongest emotional conflicts in the movie, loving someone but not being ready to accept love. Throughout the story, one phrase keeps coming back again and again: love is beautiful. But the movie challenges that idea by showing that love is not always easy. Sometimes love comes with fear, confusion, and emotional struggle. Now, let's talk about Lara's personal challenges. At some point, things become even more complicated when she is faced with possible pregnancy. This moment changes everything. You can see the fear in her, the confusion, the pressure. She begins to question herself: am I ready for this? Can I handle motherhood? What will people say? This is where the movie becomes very real because it shows the emotional weight that comes with life changing situations, especially when you're not fully prepared. Lara starts to feel overwhelmed. There are moments where she breaks down, feels lost, and even doubts her own strength. But this is where friendship becomes very important. Her friends stand by her, they don't judge her, they don't abandon her. Instead, they support her, encourage her, and remind her that she is not alone. They tell her to stay strong, they remind her that she can get through it. And honestly, this is one of the most beautiful parts of the movie: the power of having people who genuinely care about you. Now, aside from the emotional and romantic side, the movie also shows a bit of professional life. We see a character named Akuri who gets promoted to head of marketing. This moment is important because it highlights growth, recognition, and hard work paying off. There are also discussions about how to attract clients, how to stay relevant, and how to engage people. This adds a modern touch to the movie, showing that life is not just about relationship, it's also about career and personal development. Then we have the social side of things. There are light moments, friends hanging out, ordering drinks, laughing, and having normal conversations. These things balance the heavy emotions in the movie and make the characters feel more real and relatable. But as expected, things don't stay calm for long. Conflict begins to rise. At some point, Lara is accused of being the cause of certain problems. Someone blames her for misfortune, and this leads to serious confrontation. This accusation hits her deeply because now she is not just dealing with her own struggles, she is also dealing with how people see her. There is tension, there is anger, there is misunderstanding, and for a moment it feels like everything is falling apart. There is even a hint of police involvement, suggesting that the situation is more serious than it seems. But instead of things getting worse, something interesting happens. People begin to step in, friends speak up, family members try to bring peace. Slowly, the truth starts to come out, and just like that, the tension begins to settle. This leads us to the resolution part of the movie. Lara begins to change, not suddenly but gradually. She starts to open her heart, she starts to accept help, and most importantly, she begins to believe in herself again. The man who loves her doesn't give up, he remains patient, he remains understanding, and eventually, Lara allows herself to feel again. She realizes that love is not her enemy, that not everyone will hurt her, that sometimes it's okay to take a chance. By the end of the movie, we see a different version of Lara, stronger, calmer, more open. She's no longer running from love, she's embracing it, and that is the beauty of ALEJO. It shows us that life is not perfect, life is not always easy. People will misunderstand you, you will face moments of doubt and fear, but with the right support system, with patience and with courage, you can find your way back to yourself. This movie teaches us that love is beautiful, but it requires courage. Friendship is powerful, it can save you in your darkest moments, and growth is possible even when life feels overwhelming. That is what makes this movie special. It is not just about romance, it is about healing, trust, and becoming a better version of yourself. And that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to NollyTalks for more amazing Yoruba movie reviews. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe love is truly beautiful even after heartbreak? Until next time, stay strong, stay inspired, and stay connected.
Mo lè yọ lọ wò ó kí ló sọ fún mo mọ̀gbà tí Dayọ̀ máa wà nílé àtìgbà tó kì í sí nílé.
Sister Lara, gbogbo ohun tí ẹ ń sọ òun ló yé mi.